This is 5 anime like the Irregular at Magic High School. But first, let me tell you why you should be using today's sponsor. To begin with, HIDIVE is the official streaming service for Sentai Filmworks, which includes over 500 different anime. Then HIDIVE's platform is set up similar to Netflix, making it easy and convenient to find something new to watch. And lastly, HIDIVE is the cheapest of the big 3 anime streaming services, sitting at a mere $4.99 a month. And they even offer a 30-day free trial, which I will link down below in the description. Now, can you guess what waifu this is? Number 1. Chrome-shelled Reggios. Let's kick this off with a post-apocalyptic anime where the Earth has been nearly ruined and giant monsters roam the land. To combat this terrible environment, humanity built giant mobile cities which they named Reggios. Inside one of these cities, Leifon Alsif has entered into Academy City's military arts school. And no, they don't pilot mechs like dogs. Leifon originally wanted to live a normal life, but ended up being coerced into joining the 17th Platoon, which just so happens to be the weakest squad. This story follows Leifon as he works with the 17th Platoon, all the while keeping his past a secret from his comrades. Chrome-shelled Reggios is like the Irregular at Magic High School primarily due to the protagonist. Leifon is seen as weak and put into the weakest platoon even though he is basically overpowered. He also has a withdrawn personality and a mysterious backstory that he keeps hidden from his comrades. And of course, all of this is just like Tatsuya from Magic High School. Honestly, I only watched the first few episodes, but it seems like a pretty solid anime. This one goes out to all my men and women of culture. Number 2, The Fruit of Grisaia. Yuji Kazami is our protagonist and he really just wants to attend a normal high school. For this reason, he enrolls at Mihama Academy, where he is told multiple times that this is a normal school. Then why is there only a total of 7 people on campus? Okay, other than that, it's normal. Then why is Yuji the only boy at the school? That's just a coincidence. Then why does each female student fall into a specific character trope? Because it's anime. Then why does each student have a mysterious backstory that is slowly uncovered by our protagonist throughout the course of the anime? Okay, fine, I get it. It's not a normal high school. Are you happy now? Can we move on? Continue. The Fruit of Grisaia is similar to the Irregular at Magic High School due to, well, a lot. Both anime follow a cool and calculated protagonist who had a not-so-nice childhood. Then both protagonists are overpowered, have a military background, attend a special school, and find themselves surrounded by a harem of beautiful women. While watching The Fruit of Grisaia, I was like, man, this really is some typical ecchi harem trash. Then about 15 minutes into episode 1, I was like, wait, this isn't some typical ecchi harem trash. It's typical ecchi harem trash with plot. In all seriousness, I am surprisingly really enjoying The Fruit of Grisaia, and I would highly recommend it to anyone who can enjoy ecchi anime. Let's head on over to China for this next one. Number 3, Full-Time Magister. This anime is set in a world of magic, where giant man-eating beasts dwell just outside the city. Mofan is the son of a poor family, but he dreams of becoming a famous magician. The problem is that he may or may not have just failed the magic entrance exam, and as you can imagine, he is not exactly happy about it. Luckily, however, he was still admitted into magic school due to his father pulling some strings and making some hefty sacrifices. On the first day of school, Mofan finds out that his backdoor entrance to the academy is basically public knowledge among the students, which causes him to be publicly bullied and ridiculed by his peers. Even through all this, Mofan perseveres and comes to find out that he not only has the powerful fire magic, but also the extremely rare and powerful lightning magic. Full-Time Magister is like the Irregular at Magic High School in its setting and protagonist. Both anime take place at a magic school where each of our protagonists choose to hide their true abilities from their classmates, which causes their peers to look down on them. Then a minor similarity is that in both anime, we see each of our protagonists protecting their little sisters. Now, once again, this is a Chinese anime, so it might take some getting used to. But overall, Full-Time Magister is a solid anime and it fits this list perfectly. I had originally planned a different anime for this next entry, but after sitting through the first 5 minutes of it, which was straight ecchi wish-fulfilling harassment, I decided it was best to just go with a tried and true anime. Number 4, Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Iki Kuragane is our protagonist, and he has acquired the nickname Worst One, as he is the only F-ranked blazer at Hagun Academy. Now believe it or not, Hagun Academy is not your typical high school, as this school is specifically designed to train magic knights, which are also known as blazers. So, upon entering his own room, Iki witnesses the A-rank blazer Stella Vermilion in her underwear. Now he tries to even the playing field, but through a mix of embarrassment and anger, Stella winds up challenging Iki to a duel, where the loser shall become the victor's slave. Now, I'm not going to tell you who wins the battle, but since one of them becomes a slave to the other one, they wind up living together, all the while preparing for the ultimate competition, the 7-Star Sword Art Festival. Chivalry of a Failed Knight has multiple things in common with the Irregular at Magic High School, such as our protagonist being seen as weak, attending a magic school, acquiring a harem of beautiful girls, which includes his sister. In my opinion, I completely love this anime, as the action scenes are thrilling to watch, and it's nice to see an anime where the characters actually have a committed and progressive relationship with one another. Overall, Chivalry of a Failed Knight is just amazing, so yeah, I think you should definitely give it a shot. If you're still here, I'm assuming you enjoyed this video so far, so do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button right after you subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Number 5. Classroom of the Elite. The Tokyo Metropolitan Advanced Nurturing High School is a one-of-a-kind educational facility. Kiyotaka is one of the new students and finds himself placed in the lowest ranking class, Class D. It turns out, absolutely everything at this school is based off of merit, including how much money you're allotted to buy food and necessities. After being allotted 0 points, Class D quickly realizes that if they don't get their act together, they may not even have enough money to buy food, let alone have a good time. In order to survive at this school, they will need to increase their class's average test scores, and it gets interesting when you realize there is very few rules of what's not allowed. Classroom of the Elite follows Kiritaka and Class D as they learn to work together as they strive to surpass Class A. This anime made the list because it has a quiet, smart, calculated underdog protagonist who attends a prestigious school where he is placed in the worst class. Try not to riot when I say this, but I dropped this anime. I really liked the premise, but something about it just bored me. I think it was a mixture of you guys commenting and setting my expectations way too high, followed by what I felt to be unrealistic characters and unnecessary fan service. That being said, the majority of people really do like this anime, so be sure to go watch it for yourself. So, were you able to guess what waifu this is? It's Tamaki from Fire Force. I want to give a big thank you to HIDIVE for sponsoring these last 3 videos. And don't forget, you can get a 30-day free trial linked in the description. Lastly, I gotta say thank you to all my patrons. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you next time.